Hi, it's Greg with the Gregory Group, and I'm back again. In the last couple buyer segments, we covered the first part, which is what to do up until you find a home. And then in the second part, we talked about how to put in a good contract on the house. Today, we're going to talk about what happens after you get that contract accepted and what happens between then and when you actually close in the house. So, hey, we're officially under contract. Congratulations. What can you expect now? It's usually a whirlwind for the first week or two, to be honest. A lot happens then, but after that it becomes a slow and steady road to the close. You can expect to write a couple checks and have some out-of-pocket expenses to start. First, you're going to write two checks. The first one is called your Earnest Money deposit. That's usually about 1% of the final sales price, and that's written into your contract how much that's going to be. That money is held at your title company in escrow until either it closes or you cancel the deal, in which case you get it back or you don't get it back depending on when you cancel. The other one is option money, and that can be anywhere from $100 to a couple $100, and that goes directly to the seller. That gives you the right to have your option period, which during your option period you get to inspect, do whatever due diligence you want to do. And if you need to back out for any reason, you can back out, and the only thing you're going to risk is that option money. During the option period, you'll have your home inspected by a licensed home inspector. Now, what they're going to do is they're going to walk around and take a look at all the major systems of the house, like the roof, the foundation, your appliances, AC, any of those type things they're going to look at. Of course, it's only skin deep. They can't see inside the walls, but a lot of times you can tell things just by looking at them. If you need any follow-up inspections, let's say your inspector says your AC needs to be checked out, you can get AC people to come out, have the specialists come out, and do that all in the option period as well if you can. And then what you're going to do is by the end of it, when you've done all your inspections, you'll see what kind of repairs or what there is that needs to be addressed, and you then have the opportunity to negotiate those repairs with the sellers. Once you're out of the option period, the bulk of the remaining time is spent working with you and your lender to making sure you get the financing in line for the close. Typically, you're going to have to pay for an appraisal up front, which is going to be a couple $100. And what that is the bank sends somebody out there to take a look at what they think the market value of the property is. The lending process can often be the most difficult part of the whole home buying process. Lending guidelines are very strict, and what happens is they will ask you for many documents, documents you didn't even know you had, and then when you give those to them, sometimes they'll ask for more, but it's just what it is. It's very important that during the whole process, you just keep in constant communication with your lender, and if they ask you for anything, just get it to them as quick as you can, and it'll just help the whole process go a lot more smoothly. As long as everything has gone well towards the close, you're going to do a final walkthrough right before the closing day. What that is you'll go, just take a quick walk around in the house, make sure that the condition is what you're expecting from it, and you're going to take a look and see if there's, like if you had any repairs that they were supposed to do, like fix a hole in the wall or replace a stove, then you can check and make sure all that happened before you go to sign your final papers. The last step is going to the title company and getting to the closing table. All you have to do there is get the pen out and you're going to make a bunch of signatures. Sometimes it can be 2 to 3 inches of papers that you're going to sign, but it's okay because you're almost done. Once you're all signed, you just have to wait for the loan to fund, and once that happens, you get your keys and you're in your new house. So I know I've skimmed over this whole process. I mean, we could talk for hours about this, but really I wanted to keep it down to 2 or 3 minutes. So if you have any questions about any particular parts of this that are interesting to you, or something you just want more details on, just feel free, reach out, look for me, and I'll be happy to walk you through everything. Stay tuned next week.